We'll see how to configure OSPF using a user mode Linux. So this is an alternate of using a Docker. Without using Docker, you can compile with a Linux and do it. This is nothing but user mode Linux. You can see previous videos to see how to compile user mode Linux and how to install FRR and how to create a root file system. You need to know all these three things to start with this tutorial. I'll add the playlist. You can check that if you are not aware. So this is the setup which we are going to make. For this we need only a single Linux machine. In that we need to compile a user mode Linux. Only one time it is sufficient, and we need to create a root file system. So I am copying two root file systems since we are having R1 and R2 router. And to connect this, I am using a BRCTL utility to create a bridge and attach it with the tap interface. Tab 0 and tab 1. On tab 1, I am starting UML R1, which will have Ethernet 0. In tab 1, same Ethernet 0, but it will have R2. So this is how we are going to connect, and we'll see how to do this connection. Compilations will be in the other videos. You can check that. Here we will see only how to connect it. Now we'll start. So this is the script I am using. So you need to know how to compile this Linux, and you should know how to create this root file system. Then only you can do this and create two different images. So this one, rootfs and rootfs pair. One is R1, another one is R2. When we start, I am giving the memory. So I am starting the first machine. This is the second machine I am starting. So now you can see VTYSH. So we need to start. So start VTYSH. This is the command. These two commands you can give. First one is to start the zebra, and then another one OSPF, and then BGP. Now we'll see only OSPF one. So start this. First one is to start the zebra, other one is to start OSPF, and this one also you need to assign IP address GMT. So these three you should start in both the machines. Zebra and then OSPF. Then give MGMT. Once you give this, you should be able to log in into the FRR. So you can see the version is 10.1. This is the path which I have compiled. You can do the same by that side. So version. Now, so I'm going to the first interface, saying the interface. So as I said in this diagram, I'm creating ETH0, which is attached to the tab 0 and the bridge. So this is this ETH1. I will try to assign an IP address to this. IP address 10.10.10.1/24. So now we got an IP. The other side, move to the interface 0 IP address 10.10.10.2. Sorry, 10.10.10.2/20. You can check. With no interface either. So it has created. Now we'll see whether first we are able to ping. So it won't ping because we have not yet created this setup. We have just uploaded this and this one, but we have not created the tap interface and attached to the bridge. Now we'll do that. Now have this session as it is. Now go to the Linux machine and open this script. Here you can see tap interface. If you have not created, you need to create, but don't assign an IP address. Just have it like this. it is already created. BRCTL show. So we have to create a bridge. BRL add BR UML net. I am creating a UML net bridge. To this I need to attach the tab 0 and tab 1. So how are we saying it is connected? It is because, open the script. Here while starting the R1 we have given E0 is equal to turn tab 0. So here see here while starting we have given E0 is nothing but turn tab 0. Then one is E0 turn tab 1. So that's how we have launched this interface. So now we need to attach this to the bridge. So BRCTL add UML net BRC tab 0 and tab 1. Now if you see BRCTL shows UML net have this. Now have to set STP off. Set STP UML net off. Then if config UML net will be created. This will be down. Make it up. BRCTL show. You show STP. Sorry, BRC. And now we will check whether ping is working. So ping is working between R1 and R2. So previously it was not working. Once we attach to the bridge, it is working. Now we will do the normal OSPF configuration. Router OSPF network. We will create one loopback IP so that we can redistribute and check. And loopback no shut and we 1.1.1/32. Same way in here. And give it 5.5. That's all. Now we have two interfaces. Before OSPF, we'll see the routes. Show IP route. Router OSPF network area 10.10.0/24 network area 10. Sorry, network area 10.10.10.0/24 area 0. Network 10.10.0 area 0. And network 1.1/32 area 0. So now we have configured an OSPF the other side. Router OSPF network 10.10.10.2/24 area 0 network 5/30. Sorry, network 5/32 area 0. So both sides we have configured OSPF. We'll see whether it is up. So we'll see the routes. So these are the OSPF routes. So if you want to check how the packet is going, you can come here, TCP dump -QNAPI UML net. So you can see OSPF packets, LSA update, all the packets are going. So this is how we can test a basic OSPF. If you don't have any setup, you can directly configure. If you have a single Linux machine, then you can directly configure Linux and root file system, and you can test this. Next video we'll see how to compare BGP. Thank you.